Hey everybody, it's Deborah. Thanks for being on the channel. I just want to show you what's going on with my compost pile. You know, I always have two. One that's in my active pile, to which I'm adding materials to several times a week, if not every day. And this one is the curing pile. And you can see that it's curing because you see how it's uneven, how it's got these little dips in it. See that? That's where it's decomposing. Look at all these mushrooms over here. No way in hell am I going to eat any of these mushrooms. Because once I found out while I was in school about how poisonous they can be, I'm like, I'm only going to trust what I can get in the grocery store. Look at this tomato plant. Look at this tomato plant. Look how huge it is. Let me back up. I haven't done anything to this. I don't water it. I don't prune it. I do nothing. You may have, there's a fly that keeps getting on me. You may remember my tomato plants that were another part of the yard and how I killed them. There were like 4 of them. I transplanted a couple and it killed them. So I'm not touching this. Now look here. It rained all night last night, and every time it rains, something new pops out of the ground. So if you look at these two, they're watermelon, but look at this one. It's avocado. I think this is tomato too. This one right here, I think this is also tomato. But I mean, what happens here is just amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Because I have planted nothing. So these things are coming up from the discards, the discarded vegetable scraps that I throw in here. For example, with the watermelon, what I do just to help it decompose more quickly and more thoroughly is I'll just cut the watermelon up into smaller pieces and put it in here. And look what's happening. It's very wet right now because we had a lot of rain last night. I mean, it rained for like hours. And then again this morning too. So it's always interesting to come out and see how things are looking. And I guess I'll call this my compost garden. I don't know what I'm going to do to it except let's just watch and see what happens. I'm dying to see what kind of watermelons this will produce. I mean, it's just very interesting. Very, very interesting. So that is the compost pile. Now look, when I stop the pile, see how high that is? See how high that is? It was about that height all across. Okay? And now look how much has decomposed and how much is left. Okay? See that? See the difference? And you'll see some of the biochar that's in here. That's really important. They say biochar can heal the soil for like thousands of years. It's supposed to be really, really good. So I'm going to learn more about it and probably start producing that for sale here in Rwanda to help the soil, help maintain the soil. So I just wanted to share this with you because I just thought it was so interesting how things are growing in my compost pile. And I'm not even trying to do this. This is just nature doing her thing. And I'm just going to roll with her. Now, because we do put feces in our compost. I cannot say that whatever fruits get produced from this compost pile are safe to eat, particularly with the cats. Now, this was closed off in August, so it's been 4 months that this has just been sitting here. It needs to be dormant for at least 6 months before you preferably a year, before you should even think about harvesting anything edible out of compost that uses any kind of manure, human manure. So I'm not sure that I'll eat any of these things, but I just still find it fascinating that it's growing. And I'm going to take my cats to the vet next week, and I'm going to ask them if they can test them for toxoplasmosis, not just if they have a current infection, but if I don't know if they can test to see if they have antibodies to suggest that they've ever had a toxoplasmosis infection. So that's probably the main danger, because it can really wreak havoc with your immune system. And it's so bad that they advise pregnant women not to even empty cat litter, at least use gloves and a mask if it's unavoidable that pregnant women have to tend to the cat litter duty. So we still have those white flies on the tomatoes. So what I'm going to be doing is trying out some pesticides, some natural pesticides on those. And once I do, I'll let you know what I've used and how well it's working. So we'll just keep an eye on this and have some fun. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have an enjoyable day, and that your new year is filled with the best that life can bring you. So please, if you like the video, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, comment if you care to, share, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Still trying to get to 500 subscribers. So help a sister out. All right. Take good care. Bye-bye.